Alrighty, so today's goal is to hit legs, specifically glutes and hams. Probably won't go too crazy. And then we're gonna hit up Aldi because you gotta get groceries through a week. I don't think I'm gonna be doing. Damn, what the? Anyway, I don't think I'm gonna be doing daily vlogs. I don't have that much I don't want to put that much effort into doing it every day. And two, my life is not that crazy and it's not that exciting. I mean, it's really just get up, go to work or do work, go to the gym, study. But I am really interested in documenting my life in such a way that I can look back on. And, I think the way I conduct myself, trying to be a more professional. My car's tweaking. But I'm trying to be more like, I just want to record my life as a 24-year-old and so I can look back in 10, 20 years and see like, oh, that's what I was doing with my time. Because I honestly can't remember what I did in high school. Like, I don't remember. It's like, I kind of do, but I lost a lot, like my old phone with all my photos, and that's just gone. I think that's the worst thing about digital media is that if you don't have a backup of it, you have nothing. Like physical film. Yeah, anyways, point being, we go hit legs, go to Aldi, maybe do a grocery haul, show y'all what I got, and then study for the rest of the night. But I think I'll record twice, 2 to 3 times next week, and maybe compile it. So it's maybe a little bit more interesting if I do anything crazy, but yeah, that's the direction I kind of want to go with this channel. Alright, damn. I look busted, but yeah, just went to Aldi. Really not that busy, and yeah, now I'm eating Chipotle because I'm starving, and then when I get home, I'm gonna like binge eat all the food I ate, and then thus defeat the purpose of going to the store. I mean, I already am by eating out, but Chipotle's kind of cheap, like $8.30 in today's economy. Like, shit, fucking turkey was like $5 for like a pound. Like, I know it's like $2 cheaper to make food at home than just get Chipotle. And the only thing that stopped me from eating Chipotle is I get sick of it after like 2 days straight. So, who knows?
여러분 안녕하세요. 제 이름은 제키고 24살이에요. 저는 18개월 동안 한국어 공부했어요. 나는 한국 음식을 좋아하고 제 여자친구는 한국인이에요. 그리고 언어 공부를 좋아해요. Alright, so that was my attempt at speaking Korean after practicing it for 11 months. But I will give a big clarification. I have only just started recently studying really hard this past month in May, but I guess I'm A1 certified in Busu, the app Busu. I'll put it on the screen. I honestly wouldn't recommend this method of doing it by apps or like Duolingo or Busu. You honestly just hear things and you don't really immerse yourself. And for like active learning, it's not really that great. Because I started from, very start learning Hangul, learning the characters and learning the consonants and vowels and knowing all that. I think that it was helpful for that for sure. But once you get to the next steps of like, learning the words and the grammar, it's terrible. So I really say I'm only probably like 1 to 2 months into it, but I've had like almost a full year of experience or like getting immersed in. My girlfriend's Korean, of course, so like she'll tell me words and I kind of like repeat it back and I kind of like, that way learn it. But I think my plan is I want to be at the topic level. There's 1 through 6, kind of like the Japanese N1 and 6 level, but it's topic. I'm trying to be topic level 3 by next year, which basically like I can like B2 for European languages. It's like the ABC system. I want to be like B2 at least. I think it's definitely possible, but a big part or a big issue for me is like actually speaking it because, and in the States, in Ohio, there's not a lot of Koreans. And I think over the phone, my main source is my girlfriend. So like but it's just, I feel so awkward because it's like, I'm going to fuck it up. And I think that's the biggest roadblock for me, especially, honestly, most Americans, when it comes to learning languages, it feels embarrassing because it's like, we don't need to. Everyone speaks English, and it's kind of like, you just feel like embarrassed for whatever reason. And I'm really bad at learning languages. Like I will say, it takes me a while to actually like get it in my head, especially if Korean's kind of different. Like the verbs and grammar is like flipped from English. So like for instance, I go to the store, like I store go would be the Korean sentence structure. So it's kind of like you gotta think a bit. Like I'm like a Windows 98 computer when it comes to like visualizing the grammar. But anyways, I'll get to the point. I just want to say, like I say 11 months, but in reality it's like 2 to 3 months of actual like studying and locking in, because I had a big exam before for like my professional life and my work life, so like I kind of had to put Korean on hold on the back burner. But I still think I'm hopefully I can like grow this to like document on my YouTube channel like how I've learned Korean from like basically square one to wherever I end up in like 2-3 years. But not all of me show that like 20-30 second clip of me speaking Korean. I'm gonna use that as a benchmark. I made a ton of mistakes, and I think my biggest thing was just speaking flow pattern. Super like off, but that's kind of how it is. So if any native Korean speakers that watch this video, leave a comment, let me know. It's probably, I'd appreciate any feedback. And I think with anything, just practice is through repetition. That's like with weightlifting, school, like it's kind of just how it has to be, at least for me. I don't know how people can get fluent by Duolingo or Busu. That shit doesn't really, you're just playing a game at that point. I will say another plug, Anki. I spent $30 for the whole year, or honestly I think the whole app, and it will speak to you in Korean, like the word, so it helps me with pronunciation. But then it's just like flashcards. It's like Quizlet but good. So I'll leave that as my final remark, and I know this probably made my normal video like 10 minutes, but yeah, hopefully I can go a lot further with this than I've learned Spanish, but I kind of gave up. But hopefully I'm gonna keep with it, and I'll be the freaking man. So that, peace out.